Hi, today this video is going to show various strategies to solve multi-digit addition equations. So let's start with the 2-digit plus 2-digit, like 39 plus 45. The first thing we want kids to have a strong understanding is how to show these numbers in tens and ones. So here are my tens, because every 10 has 10 cubes in it. So 39 would look like this. And again, I'm going to double check that I have 39. And one way to do it is to line it up with the 10 and see, oh, I have one away from 40, so this must be 39. 45 has 4 tens and 5 ones. One way the kids can add it is put the tens together. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84. Another way they can add it, I'm going to show with these cubes. And again, kids can add these any way that works for them. We want kids to be able to be flexible with numbers. It's not just memorizing one way. It's for kids to use what they understand about numbers to solve equations in math. What if I did this? What if I'm close to 10, and we call tens friendly numbers because they're easy to add with. Look, I can bring a 1 over from the 45, give it to the 39, and all of a sudden that becomes a 10, which is so much easier to add with. So now the new equation is 40 plus 44, which still equals 84, and it's a little bit easier and more efficient to count. Okay? We also want kids to be able to represent these numbers as pictures. Bring back my 9 ones. Okay? So, to show these in pictures, they would draw the tens, 10, 20, 30, and the 9 ones, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 45, and they can add them this way. They can also make their tens like this so they don't confuse them with tallies. So once they have a strong understanding with the base 10 blocks, then we want to move to the abstract where they're just working with equations. So we could use what's called the break apart strategy, where we break apart by place. So I'm going to put my tens together. 30 plus 40 equals 70. My 9 ones and my 5 ones together. And as you see, I'm underlining what I add. So this helps kids keep track of what they've added already. So 9 plus 5 is 14 ones. 70 plus 14 equals 84. Another way they could break it apart is keep one number the same. I like to start with the bigger number and break apart the 39. So 45 plus 30 equals 75, and 75 plus the 9 equals 84. And they can see where the 39 is. Also, they can use a number line. And I'm actually going to show how I broke apart the number here on a number line, because sometimes this visual is very helpful for kids. So again, I could start with, I'm going to start with the bigger number, 40. I'm going to add on my 30 to get to 70. Now, this big jump of 30 may be too difficult for some kids, so then you can break that apart into 3 tens, and they can mark it if that jump of 30 is too much. Okay, so I added on my jump of 30. Now I need to add my ones. So 9 would be 79, and then my 5 ones is 84. Or again, they could make one big jump of 14, whatever works best for them. Another way is I could start with 45 and add on the 30 and add on the 9. And that'll help. And again, these can be broken up into smaller pieces, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, if that's easier for the kids. The same strategies can be used for 3-digit plus 3-digit equations, like 563 plus 218. Now the hundreds look like this because, as you can see, there's 100 cubes in here. So first, again, we start them by representing this with the base 10 blocks. Then they can represent it with a picture because the squares represent the hundreds. Then we have tens and our ones. And same thing, they could count at 500, 600, 700, 760, 770, 778, 781. They can use the break apart strategy like before, so add the hundreds, add the tens, add the ones, add all those parts together. Still 781. They can keep one number the same, break apart the second number, and again, the kiddos can see where the 218 is. Again, they could use the number line strategy. So maybe, and again, we're solving 563 plus 218. Start at 500, add on the 200. If one jump of 200 is too much, they can also do two jumps of 100. And then they need to add on the tens. Maybe they mentally think, okay, well, 60 plus 10 is 70, so I'm going to take one big jump of 70. And maybe they put 3 to 8 together mentally, so 3 plus 8 is 11. Or they could start with one number and break apart the second number. But again, there isn't a wrong way to break apart a number. There are some that are more efficient than others, but it's important for kids to figure those out. Okay, so the kids have been working with place value blocks. They've been working with the break apart strategy. They've worked with the number line strategy, okay? Once they have a good, solid foundation, this is when you introduce the U.S. standard algorithm. And it is a misconception that we don't teach this in school, but we do. The difference is we just don't teach it first. They have to have a good understanding of place value, okay? Now, first things first, whenever they start, they have to make sure that the ones are over the ones, the tens are over the tens, 100s are over the 100s, and the thousands are over the thousands, okay? So when we're doing 9 ones plus 2 ones, when I was taught, it was write down the 1, carry the 1. Nobody told me really what that 1 stood for. They just said to carry the 1. But now I know that you're keeping 1, 1 here and you're regrouping 1, 10. So now this is 80 plus 50 plus 10, or 8 tens plus 5 tens plus 1 10, which is 14 tens. So I'm going to write down the 4 tens and regroup the other 10 tens into 100. So now I have 600 plus 400 plus 100, or 600s plus 400s plus 100 equals 1100s. So I'm going to write down the 100, and I'm going to regroup 10 hundreds, which becomes 1,000. So now we have 4,000 plus 3,000 plus 1,000, which equals 8,141. Again, it's super important the kids aren't just saying a carry a 1. They have to understand what it means, and we really call it regrouping, okay? So a lot of great strategies to help kids with addition. Again, They are flexible and kids can break numbers apart any way that works for them. I hope that this video helped you, and please click to subscribe to see more math videos. Thank you and have a great day.